What's good, y'all? So, I titled this video something along the lines of what more do we need to say? Because that's a question that I really want to propose to some of y'all, especially the window shoppers of the semen retention community. You know, for those of you that haven't began the journey, but you're just doing your research, you're really trying to figure out if this path is worth it. For those of you that are outside window watching, they're like, yo, I don't know. I see that his skin looks good. I see that he speaks with a whole bunch of confidence. I see that his mind, his mental capacities have made it up to the next level, but I don't know if this works. Well, how you gonna know until you try it? How you gonna know until you find out? Are you just gonna keep sitting there in la la land? You gonna keep sitting there in limbo, or are you actually gonna try it? You know, another question I have to ask you is what you scared of? You go a week without busting a nut, and that's enough for you to stop yourself from reaching the next levels of your quote quote manliness? The other thing I've noticed too is like, you know, one of the things that people on semen retention tend to understand is like you tend to get balanced out. You know, when I watch a lot of just simple, basic red pill dating advice like alpha male mentality videos and such, it's very lopsided. You know, like this is where men are too far into their masculine, because some of y'all ain't ready to hear this, but there's the masculine and the feminine in everything. Now, I'm not saying that, yo, I wear my J's, you know, I sag my pants, but I also paint my nails. That's not what I'm saying, all right? But it's all about it's all about upgrading your understanding of these simple principles, and I've talked about them all throughout my channel, all throughout my semen retention journey. A lot of you men, a lot of you little boys, let me rephrase, a lot of you little boys to young men are just regurgitating things that you hear other men say online. This is something I talk about often. A lot of you are just like a whole bunch of guys that have been chewed up and spit out by the dating world, and now you're mad at women. You go online, you watch like the Fresh and Fit, you watch all these like, you know, these podcasts, these red pill podcasts, and you start to just copy what all these dudes are saying up there. But even I, in my own position, me being able to think for myself, I still sit down and sometimes I'm wait, homie. I know you're trying to be all alpha. I know you're trying to show that you have all the power here, but you doing too much. Even me, when I be sitting here like 2-something years into the semen retention journey, you know, I'd be sitting here about, yo, homie, how is it that you're talking about how women don't do this and this and this, but every time a woman opens her mouth, you cut her off? That in itself is extremely disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not calling them out like that, but they're just the most popular one that comes to my mind whenever I talk about this type of stuff. So shout out to them anyway. They're doing a lot of great work. But even I can critique everything, because it's just like I just call a duck a duck. If I were to speak and you were just to cut me off, I would consider that very rude. And sometimes in a lot of these red pill channels, a lot of these alpha male channels, you know, they're trying to like cover up their rudeness with I'm alpha and I'm in control here because I'm a man. I mean, if that's what you want to do. See, the thing is that the biggest differentiation between like, you know, red pill and semen retention is more so that you are more in touch with yourself. And I find that to be the most important starting point. Not to just go out there and work hard to get a bunch of money, get a bunch of cars, clothes, and assets so women come and love you. That's why I think a lot of red pillers say, see, now I am all this. I've become a high value man. Now look at me. Ha! You know what I'm saying? But with semen retention, it's like, yeah, I mean, I have all that or I don't have all that. But at the end of the day, the common denominator, whether I have all the wealth and the riches or I don't, is I have control over myself. And that, in my opinion, makes you wealthier than anybody else out there. Now, if you have the control over yourself, you have self-control, you have self-discipline, and then you also have all that other stuff that, the world really can't tell you nothing. But how much more powerful does it make you as a man, at least mentally, to know that you have the self-discipline to restrict yourself from the thing that makes most men get up in the morning, to go chase that nut? You don't need to go down, sit on your phone, sit in front of the computer and go to the hub anymore. But then even still, when the most beautiful woman, you know, approaches you, you don't lose your mind and be like, one way or the other, as in full simp world, blue pill world, or in hyper alphaism. You're just in the middle. You're balanced. And what's more powerful than a balanced man? The choice is yours if you want to go down this path. You know, I try to provide the most realistic, you know, information. Yes, sometimes I try to hype you up. I try to and once again, I'm never lying, I'm never even exaggerating. The benefits speak for themselves. The glow, look at my skin. You know what I'm saying? It's like, don't get me wrong, it's like I do take care of my skin. I eat well for the most part. Every once in a while I screw up from time to time, but nevertheless, it's like my skin is amazing because I'm full of the nutrients that is usually being spit out when you ejaculate. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? When you ejaculate, you are quite literally wasting nutrients. When those nutrients could be floating around your body, they could be recirculating, doing what they need to do inside, helping your brain function, your lungs function, your kidney, your livers function better, your skin, which is an organ for some of you that don't know that, function better. It's like they say oh, I want the glow. I want the glow. The glow is twofold. The glow is, yes, you retaining your seed and retaining those nutrients. But then also, too, the glow comes from you walking in a state of self-confidence that no one could tell you anything, because now you've quite literally mastered the thing that makes most men buckle, under self-discipline. It's like when a pretty woman shows up, our hormones start up. That's just how we are geared. When we're around women, we want to work out a little harder. We want to do a little bit of extra set. We wonder if she saw you. I get it. I've been there. You know what I'm saying? But what happens when you're in the gym and the girl with the fattest ass, the little pussy print is sticking through the yoga pants, and titties are poking out her push-up bra, the chick that's looking for all the attention in the world doing squats right in front of you, and you tell her to move over because you focused on yourself. You focused on your own goals. You focused on everything, and anything that is not in regards to you achieving that goal, whether it be short-term or long-term, can wait. And you just move her out of the way. That's gay, bro. A girl doing all that. No, I'm trying to fuck, bro. Yeah, you did. Fucking is the most elementary expression of masculinity. It's the most elementary expression of masculine and femininity, in my humble opinion. But then, even with it being the most basic, crude version of expression, some of y'all still don't understand what you're doing when you stick your dick in somebody. You still don't. But when you hear a hippy-dippy individual like me talk to you about it, try to educate you on what's really going on when you engage in sex, no, this bro weird, bro. No, you ain't gonna stop me from getting my nut, bro. Well, you keep on being a caveman. Meanwhile, we're gonna be over here elevating, reaping the benefits that you wish you could achieve. Now, yes, and like I said, I'm very realistic. The semen retention journey is not 100% necessary for you to get to the next level. I'll be the first one to say that. It's not 100% necessary. Some people can go through jacking off, fucking all these random chicks all day, every day, and they still achieve levels higher than some people on semen retention. That's fine. But what I like to say about semen retention is that it establishes your new baseline. You know what you can go with and without. When people go, for me, for example, I like to fast. Go without food and sometimes even without water. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that I can survive a week or two without food and or water. What happens when someone you become a person in power, for example, and then someone sends up a woman to throw you off of your game? Are you going to be able to keep stand 10 toes down and be able to still practice discernment of whether or not you choose to lay with this beautiful woman? Are you going to be able to say, wait a minute, hold on. I'm a person in power and this woman just shows up to my room. How does she know what room I was in? How did she know I was staying? How did she know that I was actually in said room? You see what I'm saying? A lot of dudes, when they see a woman, they're like, oh shit, hey yo, what's good, ma? Hey yo, come on in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Don't even ask those little extra questions here, because they got blinded by a pair of titties and some ass cheeks. I'm just being real with you. Once again, for those of you that are new, for those of you that I convinced to walk down this journey, you will benefit from it. Guaranteed, 100%. That is a hill that I will die on. Go a month on semen retention. 30 days. If you're truly big pimping, your hoes should be still waiting for you after 30 days anyway. No, I'm going to lose my hoes. If you're worried about losing anything, you need to be on this journey, because you still live in a world of lack. When you have the self-confidence and the self-discipline to know to really know and understand what you can go without in your world, you quickly realize, I don't need that. Don't get me wrong, that's nice. That's a cherry on top, and I will indulge whenever I feel like, but that's my decision. A lot of us men are still ruled by our dicks. I think we got three brains. The main brain, the executive, our hearts, maybe our heart/stomach, we'll just lump those together, and then our dicks. The dick is your homie. It's your homie. And then this might be a separate video I make, but if your friend, let's say, get away from your dick talk. Your best friend, your external friend, my friend Paul, right? Paul gives me good advice. This might get weird for some of you, but you know, this is how I see it. He gives you very, very good advice. Do you go wrap your hands around Paul after this and like just go jack him off until good things happen? No, you do not. So why is it then that your best friend that's built onto your body, the second he says, hey, yo, we attracted to her. Hey, yo, what's fuck? All right, that was a good advice. You got a good call. She is fine as hell. But you know what? I control this now, homie. I control this. Thank you for looking out. But you know what? I'm going to go walk in a different direction. That's the easiest way to practice discernment when your whole internal organs, your whole internal rewire or your internal wiring is pretty much telling you like, hey, yo, do that. And you still have the power to say, you know what? No. That's connected to you. So how much easier does it get to practice discernment to be able to separate yourself from someone external than you? Someone outside of you telling you what's good and what's bad. You see what I'm saying? Once again, very weird example, but I have to talk to people at all levels. You know, it's like sometimes some of the things I say get weird, but like I'm in a very mature mindset that I know that I can say these things. Some people might laugh. Some people might say, hey, yo, bro, that was kind of weird. It may have been. I'm a weird individual. I'm wearing goggles on my head like I'm in Naruto season 1. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm some type of anime character. I do what I want. I say what I want. You know what I'm saying? But in a room of like extraordinary gentlemen, I am fine with being humbled. I am fine with sitting back and learning. I am fine by knowing when I am outclassed. You see, because I don't live in a world of delusion anymore. I don't lie to people. I don't say semen retention is going to make you the best man ever. Every man's going to like bow his knee to you. Every man's going to kneel in your presence. Every man's going to come kiss the ring to you. No, because guess what? You're not going to need that because you have the power. You know, it's like one of the easiest traits to realize when someone isn't truly alpha is when they barge into a room and they have to make their presence known. They have to. You know, they have to be the loudest in the room. They have to be the most successful in the room. They have to tell you all their accomplishments. Meanwhile, everyone else is just sitting there and they understand the power of silence is just sitting here like, yo, you see this man? You see this man screaming about everything that he's doing, all the stuff that he has. Yeah, I got this car, I got this house. I mean, that's cool, but who asked, homie? Who asked? Come on, shut up, sit down, get yourself a drink, get yourself a cigar, and come have a conversation with us about philosophy, principles, you know, lessons learned, how to build, how to grow from here. Instead of you just talking about what you got. Cool, congratulations, you got it now. You got that. Okay, you got it. So now what we saw what car you pulled up in. Cool. We saw that escort that you hired to join this event. Congratulations. We know an escort when we see it, homie. You're not impressing anybody here. That might impress the little boys. That might impress the little girls out there. But us, nah, we just said come grab a seat. That's all we want of you. Relax. You know what I'm saying? You elevate on this journey. That's all I can tell you. You know what I'm saying? You elevate. You know, I get it. In my videos, sometimes I get goofy, especially in my older videos. I get goofy because I realize that's who I'm talking to. I understand my target audience. But I also have the mature take. It's like if you want to be the man that you want to be, then this is a journey that would definitely start. But one of the things I always tell people is that semen retention itself is a catalyst. It's a tool that you have to utilize. Yes, it is a supersonic, a Sonic the Hedgehog boost pad. You know what I'm saying? It speeds you up. But it's up to you to keep your legs running and keep on attaining the higher levels of quote manliness. You know, to progress faster on the journey of self-discovery. There's another strength that comes from, and this is where the glow comes from. You know, when you're just emitting power without opening your mouth, without having to say a word, everyone around you can just see that you are a powerful individual, that you are a different individual. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong, and I'm not going to sell you the dream either, though. It's like, it will make you more of who you are supposed to be. I am a nerd. I am a dork. But when it comes to protecting women, for example, when it comes to putting my life on the line for my future wife and my daughters, my sons, I will throw my life on the line to protect them. Whereas other men will put some type of barrier in between them in hopes of self-preservation. I see a coward. I see a lot of cowardice. I see a lot of low self-esteem, even with people that have way more money than me. I see it because real recognize real. And some of these people out here be looking mighty unfamiliar. Till the next one. Peace.